Hi everyone, I am going to do a flash cutting video. I really have a funny setup here. If you saw it, you'd think I was a little strange, but you do with what you can, right? So I'm going to do the complete cutting of this one from the head flashing to the eyes because I already have a head that came cut from Culture Japan. So if I mess her up, at least I still have one. I already cut the flashing off of 3 of these. That's what these 3 rings are, I think. 2 of these had come from a previous cast where they didn't have head flashing, but they still had the eyes to be cut out. So I've done the head cutting, and it's not hard, but I haven't been brave enough to try the eyes, but I'm going to try it now on this video so that people can watch and see. So this is a brand new X-Acto knife. You know, people say it's fine on room temperature or whatever. I'm sitting in my air-conditioned house, so it is slightly cool in here, but the flashing is still very soft, and like cutting into it is like cutting into butter, really. So the head flashing, I just start, there's like a little notch at the back, and I just start to one side of it, and I just kind of put my knife right in there, and it just goes right in. You can see it's like pretty firm in there. The ones that I've done so far, I kind of did like a sawing motion, if you can see that right there. I've watched a few other videos, and I actually watched like a video from Culture Japan about removing the flashing, and of course they're professionals, so like they can do this in like one smooth cut. I've tried a couple times, and I can do a longer like stroke like that, but I just find it easier. Well, either way, really. But I've found it easier to do the kind of sawing motion. And you really cannot tell the difference when the ring comes off, that there was like jerking movements like that. On the head, on the ring on the top of the head, you can't really see these like cutting strokes. I mean, and it really doesn't matter anyway. It's like the inside of the head cap's going to cover it. Certainly the wig is going to cover it. It just, like, how perfect do you need the cut on the head, other than to make sure that the ring will fit in there. So there you go. While I was talking, I got the ring off. It's really actually pretty smooth looking. There's like a few ridges that I could shave off, but even that notch came off really nicely this time. On a few of the others, I had to kind of shave down that notch. You can see I have a little pile of shavings here. So I'm just going to do that on this, not with a notch, because that's, well, there's a little tiny bit if I want to make it like as smooth and flush as possible. Sorry, that's probably not in the video very good, and this is literally my first time doing it, so I just did a couple heads to see that I could do it, and then I decided to make a quick video. So there you can see a few shavings. I just want to do this video for people who are beginners like me. I know there's a lot of chaos heads going out. People are getting them and then sending them off to artists. And I actually plan to have, I already have a slot, I'm so happy, for 2 of my heads to be finished. They were my original 2 chaos heads, which I think were like these 2 maybe. No, I don't know. I don't even remember which ones now. This one and this one maybe. But anyway, the artists are happy to remove the flashing for you, at least the one that I reached out to, which is SmartDoll Customs. I'm very excited to send a couple heads off to her. But they'll charge a small fee, of course, because they're doing work for you. But I'm just saying, for anybody who's a beginner or nervous about this, X-Acto knife, I mean, they have a couple different ranges with different blades, but, you know, $7, $8 at Michael's, and it's really like just cutting butter. You have to be careful, of course, because this is a very sharp knife. So there's her head ring. Now the eyes. This is the first time I'm trying the eyes, so I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens here. So inside, they're set back. It just looks like you kind of have to like get in there and cut. So just like with the ring, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it's best to go from the inside out. Maybe it'd be easier to go this way because it's already like kind of indented, but then I feel like you might accidentally cut the outside of the eyes. See, and I tried to find a video to watch this to figure out. I think I'm going to go from the inside out, because if you accidentally make a bad cut, then at least you can not nick the eye hole. It's really hard. This is harder than I thought it would be, because I was all satisfied and proud of myself for being able to get the head ring off. Because it's at a weird angle and they're smaller, and I don't know. I'm just gonna try it. And it's like almost like the stuff is thicker. I don't know what's the best way to do this now that I've started this video. I feel kind of bad about not being successful, and I'm still being a big chicken even though I have one here. I don't know, this is really hard. What's the best way to do this, everybody? Should I just go from the outside and be careful? Maybe, because it seems really difficult to get a good angle on the inside. So there is kind of a line, like on the outside, like a groove. Oh my god, and see, I keep like stabbing her face, so I'm doing like these jerky motions. Maybe I should just do a smoother motion. Okay, so I'm a little scared. It doesn't look so good. But we'll see. Okay, so one smooth motion, no jerking on the eyes. Because if you pull it out, you're more than likely to stab the face. Alright. Haha, I did one! It's not perfect. So, from the outside in is the way that it has to be done with the eyes. I can't imagine trying to get that shape from the inside out. There's still more cutting that I could do to make this smoother. Let's see if I can get that. Probably there are people who have like maybe Dremels, those little like rotary saws type things, or you know, they'll file down the inside. But I mean, we're all getting so many chaos eyes. There's like a little shard of shaving, so it's a little rough. I can see the rough edges. I wish I had an eye to put in here so I could see if it looks decent, but there you go. I did it. So that literally was my first time trying to cut an eye. I was really nervous about that part. I could still see flashing that I could probably make it a little bit smoother, but you have to be really careful with these knives because they're very sharp. So if you have unsteady hands and you'd rather have somebody else do it, or if you have a different tool to use, more power to you, because you don't want to cut yourself in trying to get these eyes. But yeah, from the outside in is the way to do the eyes, I would say. I'm just going to pause this here. I have my video like up above me, so I have to kind of stand up and reach to it. But let me see if I can get a little bit closer so that you guys can take a look and see how it looks from, so there, if you can see if it's focusing, I don't know. You can see there's a little bit of flashing still in there. It's not a perfect cut. There's like a little nick there in the eye well. And then the top, you can see, has like not necessarily a perfect cut, but it should fit a head cap. And actually I do have a Chaos orange head cap in there. There's the inside of the shot. You can see the eye is a little rough. You can probably smooth that out, maybe from the outside or from the inside out. But I definitely found it was easier to just reach right in from the inside. See that like line and that groove? That's where you would just stick your knife right in and go around. A smooth cut is better on the eyes. You can do the sawing motion on the head because who really cares? You can't see that anyway. But a smooth cut on the eye is what I recommend. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this is helpful and makes other people who are afraid to do this, just do it. It's not hard. And if you mess up, you can definitely do a little bit of filing or certainly have somebody help you. But your Smart Doll heads that are Chaos heads want to be a part of your Smart Doll family. And I just say, give it a try, give it a thumbs up, and just go for it. Thanks for watching. Bye.